Welcome to the serene mountainside region of northern Portugal, where something very special is made.
We have geographically very close together two really important wine-making regions.
Or actually two very special things. If you've been following our Portugal travel series, you may already be well aware that we're far from connoisseurs when it comes to wine.
Yummy.
Oh, yum!
It's more like drinking a juice.
Can't call it a juice.
But you'll also know that we promised you another wine tasting episode in the Douro Valley this time.
We're going to go to the Douro.
Yes.
And we'll also taste some port.
Yeah.
So before we hopped on a plane to our new adventure in Africa, we wanted to soak up a little bit more of Portugal and keep that promise to you.
Welcome to the
So
Douro.
here's our adventure in the Douro, where the below average parlance continues.
Uh-oh.
And we get to learn about something so special.
1,000 years of toil and work.
And of course, share it all with you guys.
So let's get started.
So everybody, welcome to the Douro.
So we're staying about 10 minutes outside of a very small town called Pinhão, which is right smack bang in the heart of the Douro Valley. That behind me is the Douro River.
Now, this is a part of Portugal that actually isn't all that far from where we live. It's the place that we bring all of our family and friends to when they come and see us here in Portugal, because from us it's a really easy train ride. There's beautiful things you can do on the river, like go on boat trips.
If you do decide to come out to the Douro Valley, there is a wonderful, wonderful train that runs along the side of the river down into Pinhão that takes about an hour and a half, I think, maybe a little bit longer. And it is rated as one of the most beautiful train journeys in all of Portugal. So definitely worth looking at that as a way to get here. Pinhão is quintessentially beautiful, and it's from there that you can take a small boat ride just up the river along here right behind me to see some Roman bridges and also just soak up the feeling of being surrounded by these majestic mountains all covered in vineyards.
There's obviously incredible wine tasting, but we've never ever spent a night in the Douro.
Strangely enough, every time we have taken that boat trip up this river, we've often commented on this particular hotel and said, gosh, one day, wouldn't it be so lovely to go and stay at that place?
So when we were looking for somewhere to come and stay and we reached out to Ventozelo, we were so keen to experience this particular part of the Douro because this is where we come to on the train on the other side of the river.
So delighted to say we are finally there. I'm really excited to go and explore with the boys.
This 400-hectare estate is basically like a little...
It's a mini Douro, isn't
It's
it?
a mini Douro, and everything that makes the Douro Valley so special can all be found on this one estate. So it's the perfect place to come to get a really all-round perspective of what makes this area so special, why it is the oldest designated wine-growing region in the world, named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2014. And this particular farm is 500 years old. There's going to be heaps to uncover over the next couple of days, and I cannot wait.
So let's get started.
I'm starting with a cup of tea made from their very own tea bags, from their own herbs, right here on the farm.
Yum,
It's
yum.
my kind of place.
This is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a swimming pool.
Even has a swimming pool, wow.
Wow, this is such a lovely little house, isn't it?
Coffees, some wine.
So this doesn't happen very often.
This doesn't happen very often at all. In fact, in the last 4 years, we could probably count how many times this has happened on one single hand.
I think we could.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got a friend with us at the moment, Ali, and she is looking after the boys.
Yeah,
So we could come out for dinner.
We've managed to escape for an entire evening and have supper. So it seems only fair and only right that we say thanks very much for joining us on this video, but we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we will take some pictures of the food. So enjoy that.
Yeah,
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
brilliant.
Sleep tight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Somewhere in there, magic is happening. Happy place.
Such a happy place right now. I'm so happy. that port is older than me. Oh man, that is delicious. That is really good.
That port is older than me.
No, it's not.
Oh, yummy.
That is so
yummy.
good, isn't
Yummy. Yummy. Wow.
Have you got any other words?
No, that's it. That's all I've got. Go on, crack it.
Whoa. I just love food. Well, good morning, everybody. That was a very, very special dinner last night. We thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think the real highlight was having the sommelier Marcus with us, who was pairing our wines throughout the meal. And, you know, it's one of those things I don't ever really do very often, but it was so special to kind of have each individual course that we had paired with something that we could try that we've never tried before. Now, today we're going to go and do a tour of this estate. It's kind of everything that the Douro Valley is in one place. And it's over 500 years old. So I'm really hoping that we're going to uncover some of the history of this incredible part of Portugal. And also learn a little bit more about the process of making port and wine and why it is so special.
The best part, the wine tasting.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know this is the area of the world where port comes from, and it's the only area in the world that can call it port. Everywhere else would have to call it dessert wine, just like champagne. But first, let's go and have some breakfast, shall we? Yummo.
Okay, well, we've just had breakfast, and it's kind of strange to see the Douro Valley looking grey and a bit chilly, to be honest. But the colours that this side of the mountain, or these mountains, look over here, look at all of those oranges and reds and browns and how utterly beautiful it is. 1,000 years of toil and work and history it's taken to create the size of these mountains. It's such a remarkable, special place. And the river down here, of course, is the heart of everything that's happened and the transport route down to Porto. Lots to learn.
John is quite right. There is so much to learn about this place, but if you were expecting a boring old history lesson followed by classy, sophisticated wine tasting with connoisseur level parlance, I'm going to have to disappoint you and introduce some typical newbie chaos.
Ready?
Ready? Go!
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 Let's go!
This is our Hover Air Pro Max drone. It's a self-flying drone that takes off and lands in the palm of your hand and has a whole bunch of pre-recorded flight programs. So all you have to do is press a button and you can capture some super cool, professional-looking drone footage. We're using the follow mode here. It even picks up when you stop, so it doesn't fly into you. Plus, the propellers are encased in a protective cage, which not only protects the drone, but also gives us peace of mind when we're using it with the boys. You can choose from modes like bird's eye and orbit, and if you prefer to have manual control over your drone, you can use the joystick controller that attaches to your phone. Plus, when it's folded up, it's super compact and fits right into your pocket. Oh no, newbie down, newbie down! Oh, he's getting back up, and he's up, and he's running. Man, these kids never seem to run out of battery. Good thing the Hover Air has a flight time of 16 minutes. Oh, and did I mention that it films in 4K and 8K, and you can also record in both portrait and landscape orientation. Impressive, right? There's not much this thing can't do, so if you're in the market for a drone, look no further, and we have a special discount for you. Check out the link in the description below, or scan the QR code on your screen to check it out.
2 kilometre hike or jog with my boys. That's the first 2 kilometre run they've ever done. He's 3, so it's 3. Okay, so what we've got here is a little shop just before we're going for a wander around these wonderful mountainsides. On the tables here, we've got port from, let's have a look, 1934. That's €1,000 bottle of port.
Crazy,
I bet
isn't it?
It tastes delicious. Yesterday evening at supper, we had a 1985 bottle. All I'm saying is the €9 bottles are behind cages up here, and the €1,000 bottle is down here.
very close to Crusoe and
The-
saw his fingers.
This is exactly where I'm going with that. Yeah, so we've put the boys
Terrifying.
outside,
Yeah.
ready for the tour.
I'm so excited to learn more about what they get up to around
Yeah,
here.
me too.
So
All right,
let's go find out.
let's do it. This way, boys.
Be very welcome to Ventozelo. My name is Carlo.
Be my guest.
Okay. Oh, this is very cute.
Okay, so you can take your seats. Be very welcome. Okay. Now I will look like a priest, but I'm not. Okay. So so I will start to do it a little introduction of our property. This property it was created around 1500. The first family it was the family of Casa do Poços, and that family stays in here around 400 years. So
We sometimes have people ask us why we travel with our kids when they're so young, because they won't remember it or appreciate the value of experiences like this. And well, we will, and we do. And these early childhood experiences are so important in shaping who they are becoming. We're raising two curious, adventurous, and brave little boys, and traveling is a huge part of that for us. After all, if you don't know how incredible the world around you is, then really it's difficult to care about looking after it.
grapes. Per year, we have a total production around 500,000 liters of port wine and 250,000 liters of the regular wine.
If you put that into a room, it would fill up a house, more than a house. It would fill up lots of houses worth of port. You'd be able to swim in it like a swimming pool. Imagine how many grapes they need.
A lot.
A lot of grapes.
This facility is what we call them in Portuguese the lagage. So the winery cellar, when in the past we transformed the grapes in wine using the stone tanks. Be my guest.
Let's go. You going to go in? Wow, look at this.
Is in here we're going to have the wine tasting at the end of the visit. Okay.
Yum.
And let's go to
do.
the last stone tank over here. You know a lot of things about port wine.
Not
Not
enough. I know
enough.
the grapes are sticky.
Okay.
They don't get as much water as the Vino Verde grapes over the other side of the mountain. So it's like sweeter.
Exactly. So it was the method we used in the past to produce the wine.
Carlo described the origin of port wine here as a happy coincidence. So it basically all started in the 1700s when England imported its wine mainly from France. But after a war broke out between the two countries, England found a trade agreement with Portugal for wine imports instead. However, the journey abroad from Portugal to England was a lot further than from France, so the wine would arrive in a really bad condition. To allow the wine to survive this journey, the winemakers in Portugal started adding moonshine, which is a strong spirit made from grapes, to preserve it for the journey. The higher alcohol content in the moonshine killed the yeast, stopping fermentation sooner than in normal wine production, and produced a sweeter, stronger wine, which today we call port.
With natural sugars in the wine. So when we decide to send that wine to England using that method, and the British taste that wine, they taste the wine sweeter. They fall in love with that wine, so they decide to come here and buy a lot of properties to produce that wine themselves. It's because of that reason you will find a lot of port brands with English names, like Taylor's, Croft, Symington, Sedman, Graham's, because a lot of properties belongs to English families. These barrels, they are from the same year of the building, 1840, and we still use them to store wine in here.
I wish you guys could smell it in here. It's not very strong, it's very subtle. But you do get a smell of wine and barrel, don't you? Like you can smell that woody barrel smell.
Yeah.
It's really, really lovely.
In this moment, you are in the oldest market region of wine in all the world, created the 10th of September of 1756. And this limitation, it was created just to guarantee the exclusivity of the production of port wine in here in the region. If I explain every single of each one of that ports, I will take kind of like 5 hours, and we don't have 5 hours, so I will just explain these four: rosé ports, white ports, tonies, and rubies. Okay, started with the rosé. A rosé port is a very new type of port developed in a few years ago, just for a marketing move. Not really.
I'm sure if you've ever done a wine tasting or an experience like this anywhere in the world, you'll know what I mean when I say the joy of it is just learning so much about something that you probably don't know anything about until you do something like this. Standing listening to Carlo, surrounded by these enormous barrels and all of this history is just so fascinating, you know. And yes, we knew the port wine comes from the Douro and we knew that was right on our doorstep, but I didn't appreciate how interesting the history of port was and how actually it was just a happy accident that port came to be. You know, not a happy accident, obviously it was, you know, it's a result of a war, but do you know what I mean? It wasn't an intentional thing necessarily. It was something that was created out of necessity that's become a huge part of this region's history, of Portugal's heritage and of daily lives all around this country, but also all around the world. And that is incredible. I feel so inspired doing stuff like this, you know, just having the opportunity to learn from experts and to experience places with so much to share. I feel really, really lucky right now, and I hope you guys are enjoying discovering this with us.
Let's go look at the secret room. Wow, it's got lots of bottles in it. My goodness.
So right here we have it's kind of like a library, where we call them the R file, when we stored all the bottles of every year of production. Okay, of course, it's closed because one of the oldest bottles we have in there is from 1934, but in Gaia we have much older in there. But yeah, it's just to take a regist of all the production we have.
This is where they made the booze. Look, brilliant. It's like some crazy professor's, I don't know,
exactly.
playground. Yeah. So very interestingly, it turns out that the Douro this part of the Douro is really great for growing the grapes, but because of the huge temperature fluctuations from -6 to +50 degrees centigrade, very hot, storing it here is a really bad idea. So they take it from here down to Gaia, which is on the other side of the river from Porto, and they store it there. And that's where it, I don't know what's the word.
The aging
ages.
Man.
Yeah,
the aging
that's
of the
where
wine.
it ages and becomes the port that we know. And the other really interesting, fascinating thing that I've learned this morning is that the guys around here don't like it really, particularly being called port, because it's not port, it's Porto, but not even Porto. It's really, technically speaking, Douro. So I suppose technically we should be calling it Douro instead of Porto.
Yeah, that's right. Like in here, the GT, the generous wine, it was the original name in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Just because of the exportations, the people around the world decide to call them the port wine because they live from Porto.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with Porto.
Well, it
ages in Porto.
Is in Gaia.
Gaia, yeah. So it's all very wrong, isn't it? We've had our whole So yeah. Anyway, if you've enjoyed your port at Christmas time, you've been drinking something that's named incorrectly. Question for everybody out there: what are you doing next summer? Doesn't that look like a nice place to be? What are you going to do with them all? Pit stop for nachos and oranges. Far more interesting than grapes and wine and ports. Oranges.
So, like you can see it, we plant our vegetable garden in the strategical way. Organic, sustainable one, 60% of the products the kitchen used came from here.
Wow,
okay.
That's great.
So now we go to the best part, the wine tasting.
Let's do it.
We're going to taste some wine. You're not. You're going to eat your nachos. Wow, I mean, what a place. Do you know what I'm so impressed with is there's so many different facets, isn't it? Like, look, there's the apiary. They produce their own honey. They produce their own olive oil. They produce their own wines, their own port. It's really impressive, isn't it?
All right, so now the boys have got juice, they've got oranges, and we are about to taste some, well, the bottles are on the table. We're about to taste some port wine and some wine.
By the way, my name is Carl. I'm kidding. Remember, this is a technical tasting, but it's not a formal one. So cheers, enjoy it, drink it. So let's drink it. Okay, sir, we have a tradition in Portugal. Who finished the bottle needs to pay another one. I will tell you something, it's just my opinion. What they make the wine good is the moment. Is if you're happy or sad, it is the moment they make the wine
How
good.
does it taste?
To me, it's very dry.
To me, I don't really like white wine a lot. You know, I can clearly taste it's got some flavours in it.
This is, I find, a bit dry and heavy.
Okay.
To what I love, the kind of crisp,
Okay.
very soft.
I'd say
so-
it's a 2023 vintage
Yeah.
from this region.
Cheers, love.
Good.
That is nice. I like that one.
That's a great wine.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than that white one.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying the white one's that.
And you can see the rubies, they have this particularity of a darker color.
Okay, my darling, be careful with that one because it is 20%.
Does it smell nice?
Smells like wine.
Probably just also a little bit of cinnamon in here with chocolate, special with cheese.
This tastes like Christmas.
Yeah.
That's one I can feel in my nose.
Is it?
Yeah. All right, so this is a white.
That is a Tony. This is a white.
So I
Okay.
love that one. I've enjoyed the ruby. Now let's try the white.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, it's really yummy, isn't it?
Okay, how much is this bottle?
Okay, this is just my opinion. By the quality of the wine and the price, probably is one of the best ports we have available in our property. It's just 35 euros.
Well, there's no question about it. That was a lot of fun. Now I think we've definitely got to go and get something in our tummies and eat.
Having just stood up, definitely had more to drink than everyone.
That's true.
Anyway, I think we've got a picnic lunch. I'm not sure.
Okay,
Let's
let's
go
go and
see
have a
what's
look.
happening with the weather. And then I want to go for a walk in the cork forest. I'll see you just now once the port's worn off, shall we?
What's going to be really interesting is the next time we come to Pinhão with friends or relatives that are visiting us in Portugal, we'll be able to take that same boat ride along the Douro River right there, past where we've stayed, and know exactly what this side of the mountain feels like and looks like, you know? It's kind of fun. We'll be able to remember that our boys ran just nearly 2 kilometers all the way down that road right there, and we'll be able to remember all of the beautiful memories and the interesting conversations we had with Carlo, and most importantly for me, we'll be able to remember with real fondness the unpretentiousness of our experience of the wine tasting here, you know, because you can go to things like that and feel really uncomfortable, can't you? You know, sat there, how should I swig my glass? Certainly it felt really unpretentious. It just felt like, yeah, have a go, you know, taste it. Did you enjoy that? That's the most important thing. And it doesn't matter whether that wine bottle, and this is, as Carlo again saying this, it doesn't matter how much that wine costs, really. What's more important is how that wine makes you feel. And most of the time, that isn't about what's in the bottle, it's about everybody that's around the bottle.
I don't know. It's a real pinch me kind of place, and I feel so lucky to have experienced it at a place like Ventozelo.
Come on, let's go and eat some other food today.
Oh, tummy's full, so content. What a treat. And I think that's probably a wrap from our little trip to the Douro.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, you guys. We really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us. A huge thanks to the team here at Ventozelo for having us. We've had the most amazing time discovering a part of Portugal that we thought we knew, but I think we know so much better now. And we'll keep you guys posted on those trips so that you can come and experience it with us too. can't
That'd be
wait
fun, yeah.
for that. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss out on any of those sorts of updates. Maybe sign up for our newsletter. We'll put a QR code at the end of the video. And if you're wanting a little bit more travel fun and to see a bit more of Portugal through our eyes, we'll link one of our favourite videos so that you can go and spend some more time with us.
Wonderful,
Thanks,
wonderful. And Crusoe made it. Just
Well done, dude. Okay, let's get you in bed.